Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. First of all, thank you for all the love and the support, and thank you for all the positive energy. Second, this is not just a channel, this is a community of collectors talking about things dealing with collecting. And third, thank you for joining the group on Facebook, Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews. Thank you for showing up and showing out. We almost to 15,000, man. Oh man, we getting there, and that's all because of you. And like I said, 15,000, I want to give something back. Me showing love to you. That's me shipping it to you free. So you got the whole damn thing free. It's still another piece. Like I said, it's Joker, the Titan, Joker, Vampire Joker. And it's another piece I want to get this weekend that I will add to it. And like I said, we'll pick a name this weekend, ship it out, man. But what I want to say, man, and I got to say this, man, I was talking to my nephew, and he told me something, man, and he was spitting facts to me. My nephew is like 8 years old. He said it just like this. Man, look, I'm going to be serious with you, huh? He said, look, it doesn't matter when you my age how much the toy costs. It just don't matter. It's a toy. We going to play with it. We going to do what we do with it. The quality don't matter. We don't see quality. Unless you're into that thing. We don't see it. He said, I remember, and he was telling me this because I remember it too. He was like, when I was 5 years old, you bought me this big old toy that was in this box. And he said, I remember it. It was this big old box with all these peanuts, you know, those white things in them peanuts. He said, I remember all of that. He said, man, I looked at the big old toy and I had it in my hand. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the box. I'm looking at the toy. I'm looking at the box. He said, man, do you know I put the toy down, didn't even open it. He said, you know I played with that box for 5 damn days with the peanuts in it at 5 years old. He said, do you understand? At that age, you don't really care about all the rest of the damn stuff. Quality don't mean nothing to a little kid. It don't have to have all the bells and whistles, the articulation. They don't care. And as he was telling me, he said, shit, I didn't care. He didn't say it like that to me, but he was like, I didn't care about none of that. He said, man, I enjoyed that damn box. He said, we took it outside. We played with it, man. Everybody, we cut a hole in it. We made it seem like it was a treehouse, man. And it was a big box because I bought something really big that he could play with. And, man, I still remember about them playing with that damn box, man. Peanuts flying. They was treating it like it was snow and stuff. Man, it was hilarious. You had to see this. But see, that's the thing, you know, the imagination, and it don't have nothing to do with when I was young or when they were young. This is now, so it lets me know kids are still using their imagination, but they're using it for different things. They had a fort. The damn box was a fort. It was a tree house. It was everything. It was a whole house. It was their main base. You know, and I'm like, yo, main base. Yeah, this is all this. This is all that, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. They enjoyed it, and I thought about that. And he said, man, after that week was over, he said, I opened the toy. He said, I played with the toy for like 1 day. Do you understand that? The toy didn't bring that much of joy. The toy brought me more joy because that was what I was into. And I just figured because he's being young, he's going to reciprocate the same thing that I'm, you know, man, you know what? I used that word so damn wrong, and I apologize to everybody watching. Look, I'm sorry as hell. You know, I've been using words wrong. You know, my wife called me on that shit. She said, you know, you've been using a couple of words wrong. And she said, but the way how you say it, you'll have everybody thinking you used that damn word right. She said, man, because I was listening to you. She said, it went past me for a second until I called it. She said, wait, hold on. That ain't right. I just laughed because she had me laughing with that, man. I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention. So I do know sometimes I mispronounce words. I understand that too. Man, I work a stressful job, man, and when I get home, when I got the free time, I want to talk to y'all. Man, you know, this is why I keep it the way it is, man. And, you know, but anyway, back to, you know, young people. They don't care about none of this stuff, man. They don't care about a $50 to $60 toy. They don't care about that, man. They just don't. You could get them some damn blaster guns and some shit. They running around playing in the house, jumping off the damn couches. Yeah, his little ass was over here the other day jumping off couches, man. So I'm like, you 8, 9, jumping off couches and shit. Like, what you think I'm supposed to do? I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's about right. You a kid. He said, that's what I am. Like, I'm not a young adult. I'm a kid. And I should be treated as such. And I'm sitting there listening to him. I said, boy, if I didn't know no better, I think you was sassing me. He was like, I'm not sassing you. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm a kid. I don't know why they keep calling us adults. We're not young adults. We're just kids. And we should be treated as such. And I was like, damn, that is very insightful. I said, damn, my sister really doing a good job, her and her husband, right? I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, right? But he had me going, though. He was looking at the toys. He walked around the room. He gave some criticism. Think about it. At 8 or 9, he giving criticism to a whole grown-ass man about how I should have stuff displayed. He said, well, man, you should make the most of every piece of space that you got. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, who are you? Like, what the hell you doing, my nephew, right? He was like, it's me, but still, you should use. Then he was talking about Cat's Lair, and he told me, he said, man, what does it do? I said, well, it's a headquarters for, like, the Thundercats up there. And he was like, okay, and what is it going to do? I said, it's going to sit there, the eyes light up, the chest light up. I said, the back opens up, it's a table back there, it's stairs and everything. It's like and he was like, okay, and what else is it going to do, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, man, he had me going. I'm like, man, this dude is actually giving me a run for the money, because I'm over here explaining. And he said, how much it costs? I said, $650. He said, you know what you can do with that $650? You could have sent me to camp. You over here playing, man. Oh, man, it takes a kid to actually tell you the damn truth, man. And you know what? I'm going to be honest, man. It is what it is. He had a damn point. But you know what? Like I told him, I said, when you grow up, you don't even have to be grown. You're going to have items that you really want. And I said, when you get to that age where you could actually afford them, everybody got that piece that they want to get. My friend, he wanted to get himself a 65-inch TV. He went and got one. You know what? That's his thing. He watches TV when he's off of work. When they ain't doing what they doing over there, he doing what he doing, man. So I'm just sitting there listening to him. Man, it was like, I see what his generation is a little bit. They're a little smarter. They're a little more hipper. He's more tech savvy. I'm like, damn. He was like, no, you doing the web page wrong. You need to go here, go over there. Now go back over here and do this now. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, what? Like, he said, no, you doing it wrong, Unc. Let me do it for you. So he over there typing on the thing, and I'm sitting there like, this ain't right. I said, do he even know how to spell? I'm like, I'm being ignorant, I'm sorry. But I'm like, man, come on, dude. You showing out in here. What are you doing, man? So I'm having fun talking to him, right? And he just had me laughing. He tell me what him and his friends are into. I was telling him about that GameStop video I did. He said, man, I actually listened to it. He said, I want to tell you something about that. He said, you right about GameStop needing to sell tablets, laptops, and cell phones, because that's what this generation is into. He said, all my friends got cell phones. He said, they all got some sort of tablet. They all got some sort of laptop or, PC or whatever. He said, man, that'd be a smart move. He said, you cater to what people want, not to what people don't want. And I was like, you just gotta laugh, man. Cause I'm like, man, where's my nephew at? Who are you, man? But he had me going, though. He said, man, and you did right. And he told me, he said, you did right for selling some of them Funko Pops, man. He said, I didn't see the appeal to it. They just pieces of plastic. He said, but the ones you got left, I could tell you really like those. And he said, I could tell which ones that Auntie bought. He said, I could tell. They sitting off by themselves. You could see those really, really good. But he said, everybody else, you really can't see too good. He had me laughing, man. And that's what you need, man. I had an honest conversation with someone from this generation that's coming in right now, man. And I was just sitting there thinking, I said, man, because I am so confused about what the kids are into. He said, man, that's the thing. We like our TikToks. We watch YouTube. We watch Dude Perfect and all that crap, man. And, you know, sometimes we watch other stuff, but he said everybody's into like fun stuff. You know, silly stuff. He said things that you can see and be like, man, yeah. He said that's what everybody into. He said, man, I think you taking this a little too serious into, you know, to heart. And I'm like, to heart? Like, hey, really take? He said, because I seen your video saying that little kids don't play with toys anymore. He said, majority of us don't. He said like 80% of kids don't play with toys. You got 20% that still play with toys. He said there are still kids that play with toys. He said, but not that many. He said, you know, that's something different. You want to do what everybody else is doing. It's peer pressure. And he said, man, it's strong, you know, in that generation. Now everybody's online. They watching you. They seeing what you doing. He said, you snapping pictures and you over here in Paris and, you know, you in Hawaii with your parents and stuff. And, you know, you was in Maine and stuff. And I'm sitting there like, damn, like, he said, man, if you look at my Instagram, my pictures look way better than yours. And I'm like, man, but he was reading me the riot act, man. And it was just cool. It was wholesome. It was just what it was, man. You know, I got a better understanding of just what's actually going on out here, man. You know, like I said, my kids are grown. You know, my grandbaby, hell, he don't know what's going on. He was just born. He just sitting there like, what, you know? Well, I might walk up out of here in a little bit. I just don't know what's going on, you know? Fam, that's the thing, though. It's the blessing, though. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.